Yes.
Yes. Feel free to just say directly from the microphone. So hello everyone, welcome to this event. This is the event that is first time organized together with EUSPA and Baltic states. So it's mainly focusing on organizing event for Estonia, Latvia and Lithuania. And EUSPA has had previously 2 Horizon calls. So this is the 3rd time we are going to have a call coming up in October. And this event is organized here for you to introduce the 3rd call upcoming topics and also to give you some opportunity to network with each other. We do not only have participants here today from Estonia, Latvia and Lithuania, but we might also have people listening from Finland, France, Italy, Poland, India, Spain, Belgium, so on and so forth. So you know that when you're making your presentations or when you want to get in touch with someone after the event, that there are also people from other countries listening. Next slide, please. So my name is Gerda Kuum. I am from EUSPA, from European Union Agency for the Space Program, and I work at Market Downstream and Innovation Department. A couple of months ago, I got in touch with Horizon people from Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. So we have here organizers Helena Sugula-Tõkke from Estonia Research Council, also Julia Ausmus from Latvian Council of Science, and Davidas Petrulevicius and Dalius Kudeika from Research Council of Lithuania has helped organize it. Next slide, please. And for the agenda today, we will first have an introduction of EUSPA Horizon Europe 2023 call topics. Our speaker will be Wojtek Ford from EUSPA. So he's also my colleague in the same department, and he has also experience with previous calls. Feel free to prepare also any questions you have, because we have a small Q&A session also after his speech. Thereafter, we will present you 2 Baltic success stories, one from Latvia and another from Estonia. So they will share their experience with the previous calls, and I hope all the newcomers can also learn from those experiences. Which after we will have interactive pitching session with presentations from your side, which we're very much looking forward to. So this is your chance to introduce yourself to other listeners and also for others to get to know you. In this session, we will organize it in such way that first we'll show you the full list of the presenters from in alphabetic order, and between each presentation we will tell, okay, next presenter is this or that, and please get ready or prepared. So we want to let you know that you are the one who is next after this presentation. And in the end, we will have closing statements, and also we will have a little information coming from Space Hub Lithuania. So with his message, I think it's worth to stay until the end of the session. I want to let you also know that this event will be recorded. Only the first part of it will be recorded, so right now, and also the presentation from EUSPA. But after that, when you start asking questions, this won't be recorded any longer. So feel free to ask any questions, and it won't be recorded. And for all the participants who do the presentation, I would like to let you know that please just tell us next slide, and then Julia from our side helps you to change the slide. Also, whoever has microphone on, please close it now, so that we won't have any interruptions. But yes, let's get started. So I think, Wojtek, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Gerda. And good morning, everybody, and thank you very much for having me. I'm Wojtek Ford. As said, I'm from the same department as Gerda, and my challenge today is to introduce you the upcoming Horizon Europe call of EUSPA in the next 15 minutes. So without further ado, let's dive inside it. On the next slide, you will see the overview of the call. Maybe first thing that needs to be said is that this call is not published yet. You see in the days that we aim to publish it and open it in October. However, we know pretty much the most of the details because the details were published for information in the Horizon Europe work program, and the published call will not differ much from that information. This document is available online, and maybe I can put later on the link in the chat or send it to you through the organizers. And I would like to present to you today what we expect to have inside this call. So you see that inside this call we have 5 topics which have a different indicative budget assigned to them. The total budget of the call is over 34 million euro. And the topics have a different type of action. And the difference in type of actions are 2. One is the funding that comes with it. So in the innovation action, the private entities, for profit entities, have 70% funding of the total cost, with the exception of the non-profit entities, which has 100% funding, and the other type, research and innovation action, has 100% funding for all types of organizations. And second difference is, I would say, in the target, where the research innovation action targets more to establish new knowledge or to explore feasibility of a new technology, product or process, is typically targeting lower technology readiness level, TRL, and innovation action is more to produce new design of new product processes with the typically higher TRL, let's say from 5 to 9. The expected deadline for this call is February next year. And having said that, I think we can go one by one per each topic. So next slide, you will see the summary of the first topic, which is focusing on GNSS and specifically on the transition towards green, smart, and more secure post-pandemic society. So this topic is broad in the sense that it's focusing in all the aspects of the society that is post-pandemic, using European GNSS, that means Galileo and EGNOS, and can address any area that is listed in the document. So there are personal solutions, healthcare, cyber threats that are now more important as we work and live more online, quality of life, and so on. So it's quite a broad spectrum. This is an innovation action with indicative budget 3.5 million euro. And the targeted TRL is 7 to 9. So it's really close to the market. Then the second topic on the next slide is also about EGNSS, so European Global Navigation Satellite Systems, which is Galileo and EGNOS. But this time, this topic is focusing on the mature, regulated, and long-lead markets. That means those market segments where we cannot typically just throw a technology into a market, but we need to take care of the regulation. And therefore, this action is focusing on the development of industry accepted certification and standardization scheme. And the market segments that are included in this topic are rail, road, maritime, and aviation. Having said that, this is focusing on exploitation of EGNSS. Of course, the synergies with another European space programs such as Copernicus and GovSatcom are welcomed. Now, when it comes to the third topic on the next slide, this is not anymore about satellite navigation, but it's about Earth observation, and specifically about the European system Copernicus. And the topic is focusing on the space-based applications for businesses and policymaking. So on one hand, any support to policymaking and implementation of policies such as Green Deal or Destination Earth and so on, but on the other hand, also support of businesses in the integration and uptake of Copernicus. Then the topic is mentioning some of the market segments where we see the best fit for this topic, which you can see on the slide. So it's pretty much most of the services of Copernicus, from emergency security up to the atmosphere monitoring service. So this topic is targeting Copernicus, and the final TRL at the end of the project is 5 to 7. The indicative budget is 7 million euro in total for all the selected project, and this is research and innovation action. Next slide, please. The next topic is yet about another system of the EU space, the future one, and that is EU GovSatcom, the governmental satellite communication. This is a system which is in the development, and this topic should help the development of the system. And basically, it's focusing on two components. One is the consolidation of services and validation of services with the tools for the development of those services on the user level. And the second part is outreach via demonstration of the selected use cases. So the use cases can be selected, but in the document you will see that there are some suggested as the main ones to fit, which is disaster response, rail traffic management, and telemedicine for humanitarian aid. And this is innovation action with TRL 7 to 9 at the end of the project. And the indicative budget foreseen for this topic is 10 million euro. And on next slide, you will see the last topic of this call. And that is the designing space-based downstream applications with international partners. This topic can be or is exploiting both systems, that is the European GNSS and also Copernicus. So both can be used here, or it can be combination of both, of course. And here is to create business-oriented partnership between the European industry and international partners, as the name of the topic suggests. And it's pretty much open in terms of market segments and applications. What is interesting in this topic is because it is focusing on the international cooperation. Here, exceptionally, there are additional entities and partners from additional countries eligible for funding. So if you want to work with partners which are from the country which is typically not eligible for funding within Horizon Europe, for example, from United States. In this topic, they can join you to work on a solution and get funding from this call, which I think is a very nice opportunity for new projects which are normally not possible within Horizon Europe. Here, this is research innovation action, so the TRL is lower, it's 3 to 4, and the indicative budget for this topic is 6 million euro. Next slide, please. So with that, I described to you all the topics which are included in this call, which is to be published. I told you in the last topic that there are some additional entities from additional countries eligible, but I would like to maybe briefly just remind you the basic eligibility criteria for the consortium composition, because as you probably know, Horizon is not about, or at least it's not about a single beneficiary, but there's a whole consortium where the conditions are that in the consortium there should be at least one entity established in EU member states, and at least 2 other entities is established in different member state or associated country, where associated country are those countries that signed the association to Horizon Europe, and the entities from there can get also funding. And the list of those countries is also publicly available. If somebody's interested, we can send you a link to that. Next slide, please. What is difficult, of course, given that you cannot go alone, one entity in the project, but you need to find partners. The difficulty mostly is not to have idea, but to find the right partners for the project. And for that, of course, you have events such as this one, which is perfect for pitching and networking to showcase your idea and to find potential partners. Furthermore, you can always contact your national contact point for Horizon Europe, which can help you. Once the call will be published, there will be also opportunity to register and search for the partners within the tool. So you can say, I'm interested, and also you can see the organizations which are interested in that specific topic. And also we have a list of past projects of Horizon Europe and Horizon 2020, where you can see also the ideas, which you don't want to probably duplicate, but the style of the projects, and also the partners. So in case you're looking for partners that already have some experience, you can see them also on our website. Last but not least, I would also mention that we plan to have EUSPA Info Day about this call, where we will go more into details about each topic. And we would like to have matchmaking also in November. So we also welcomed to join us in November on that event. Next slide, please. So that was the main part about the Horizon Europe and the call that we're going to publish. I decided to take this opportunity and tell you also about another program that is run by my colleagues. They prepared a few slides from me, and the program is called Fundamental Elements, which I believe could be also interesting opportunity for you. The Fundamental Elements program is solely a program of EUSPA and is focusing on developing EGNSS components, I would say fundamental components, which are usually the receivers, antennas, or chipsets, exploiting the differentiators of the Galileo and EGNOS. On the next slide, you will see one of the calls that are open now, which is called connectivity. The deadline there is quite soon, but you see that we expect 4 projects to be awarded, and the budget is 3 million euro. And here, the focus of this call is optimization of the Galileo connected device, focusing on the innovative concepts such as cloud processing of GNSS and so on. The second call, which I would like to mention on the next slide, is mainly focusing on the high accuracy service and Galileo OSNMA authentication. And I believe that this call is not published yet, but will be published soon with budget 3 million euro. So I just wanted to mention this briefly because I think this could be also interesting opportunity for you, even though it's not from my area. But yes, I think interesting for you. Next slide, please. I believe that this is everything from my side. Yes. So thank you very much. This is from my side. I hope that more or less I'm within the time. And now I'm open to your questions if you have some.
Yes, I see Adam is asking a question, and I would like to first, before that, ask if everyone is